Hey everyone, Clarky here, welcome back to another video. Today I'm back today. This is Zombies Replay episode 12. Now before I get into this, I just want to say thank you all so much for the support, whether that be the Black Ops Cold War Alpha or just the series in general. So I just want to talk about a couple of changes that will be coming to Zombies Replay in the future. So as you guys know, I've been bringing a guest a couple of times on, well, I've been bringing a guest every time each episode to the series. And we always play for 30 minutes, and I'm going to change that. It's not going to be 5 minutes anymore, it's just going to be any time. So when we've done all the questions, that's it, the video's done. It doesn't specifically just have to be 30 minutes anymore. I don't want the videos to be too long for you guys. I just thought I'd make it so we get out there much content, much questions as much as possible. So once we've done all the questions, that's it, it's done. So Zombies Replay starting from BO2 and up, it is not going to be 30 minutes long anymore, promise. So Zombies Replay episode 12. In this episode we're going to go through the whole of BO1 Zombies, the whole review that we did from Kino to Toten all the way to Moon. So let's get right into it. So for Kino to Toten, if you guys didn't see the Kino to Toten episode, we had Turbo. We were talking about what we felt about the map, and Kino to Toten was an amazing map. Starting off with just a casual plain theatre map, you had an amazing wonder weapon, the thunder gun, and of course you had that ray gun from World at War, all the way from that to the Reese. So that made a big return, and then you had traps, you had a good pack-a-punch. It was all good and dandy. It was just really simple within Kino, and it was fun to play with friends. The thunder gun was probably one of the best wonder weapons ever in Zombies, so I do give Treyarch big ups for making the thunder gun. In Kino, man, for the first map ever to be in Black Ops 1, this was good. And guys, just to keep in mind, but Kino to Toten was supposed to be DLC 4 for Call of Duty World at War Zombies, but they decided to change it to Black Ops 1. And there is some Kino to Toten custom maps out there, just the exact same Kino to Toten, just in World at War. I played it myself and it just felt really strange, so I'm really glad that they did put it in Black Ops 1 compared to World at War, because World at War you had sticky zombies and stuff, and Black Ops 1 you definitely did have a better system with better graphics and stuff compared to World at War. So honestly, I do recommend like Kino to Toten all the way. Like if you guys want a first Zombies experience, Kino to Toten is probably the best map to play. Just a chill, higher map to play with friends and stuff. I definitely really recommend Kino. And Kino to Toten, me and Turbo rated it. Turbo rated it an 8 out of 10, and I rated it a 7 out of 10 for Kino to Toten. Next up we have 5. Now on 5 we had my boy Magda Collider 15, also known as Kyle. We went through what we thought about the map. When 5 was the map that did come along with Kino to Toten for free, you didn't have to do anything. On this maps were 5 and Kino, they were both for free. 5 was a really interesting map for the player base because most people would play Kino, but there was also a really big fan base that really liked 5. The Winter's Hill, heck yeah, it wasn't the best, but it was something really special to the community because the weapon did have a lot of potential, and due to that it got a big buff in Classified, knowing that Treyarch didn't make it the best wonder weapon in BO1. So when it came to BO4 Classified, they made it a better version with the ammo and just everything else. It was definitely a big upgrade. There was no Easter egg on this map, but I definitely hear from like probably the best thing in 5 is probably the characters. As you know, you play as JFK, Fidel Castro, you play as really cool ass characters, and you're also in the Pentagon. Let's keep in mind that the Pentagon is one of the best locations I think for a Zombies map ever. I definitely don't think this is the worst map, but it can be annoying. And next you have Yuri, also known as the Pentagon Thief. The Pentagon Thief has so much backstory in BO4, and that's why I like it, why they did bring back 5, because 5 is a really interesting story. Like, it was just there, like, no one really was interested in the story, and when it came to Classified and Alpha Omega, we got a lot of storyline when it came to 5 and Alpha, when it came to 5. And again, I'm not the storyline person. I still don't know what's happened to the characters in 5, but still though, it was really interesting to hear what happened to the Pentagon Thief and such. So honestly, it was a really cool map to start us off with Black Ops 1 alongside with Kino. My only problems I'd personally say with 5 was the Nova Crawlers. This map is tight spaced and Classified. Classified is a lot bigger, but yeah, again, just 5 being tight spaced and with the 2-hit system and stuff, it just definitely was just... yeah, it just definitely wasn't there. But honestly, I don't know what to say about 5 apart from the fact that I do think 5 is quite underrated, because I hear people say a lot of good stuff from 5, but yeah, again, like there was Classified, now Classified's the 5 remake, and loads of people do like Classified. The only time I hear people talk shit about Classified is probably the 150 Easter egg, but apart from that, that's literally all I can say about 5 really. Next up we have Ascension, and before people say anything, I know this isn't Black Ops 1, I don't have Black Ops 1 Ascension, Shangri-La or Moon, all I have is Call of the Dead. So for Ascension, this was the first ever map to introduce a main Easter egg. By main Easter egg, I mean it has some storyline ended to it and such, and it gives you a reward. In this case, the reward was giving you all the perks within the game. And honestly, it was really interesting, and to be honest, I don't know how the fuck this shit was solved. So honestly, Ascension was really interesting because when you load into the map, it starts off all colourful and then it just instantly switches to black and white, unless that's just me, right? But it's all quiet and then it just switched to black and white. And honestly, I can see why people don't like Ascension, and that's due to the monkeys, it being too boring and stuff. I can see where people are coming from when it comes to Ascension. Ascension, I know, is Caleb's favourite map of all time, and Caleb really does love Ascension. It's his favourite Treyarch map of all time. But Ascension was really interesting, because if you guys don't know the storyline with Ascension, they came from Keener de Toten all the way to Ascension through a Lunar Lander, which is the mobile things that lets you fly around within the map to open up Pack-a-Punch. And Ascension was really cool. You could fly around within Lunar Landers, you can launch the rocket. It was awesome. I really loved what Ascension did. And there's nothing really much I could say apart from the fact that just Ascension, I'm glad happened, because if it wasn't for Ascension, I get the feeling why we wouldn't have got an Easter egg. If it was Call of the Dead, I can see Call of the Dead being the first map, the first DLC map within Black Ops 1, and we wouldn't have gotten an Easter egg. That's what I think personally. But honestly, Ascension did really good, and honestly, it did bring a challenge when it came to no power. Like within Black Ops 3, it just turn on no power, make sure you have Perkaholic, and there you go, you're set. But it can be a challenge due to being no power. The monkeys can be annoying as hell. I think everyone who's played Ascension can agree with me. And even if, like, again, Ascension is your favourite map, monkeys can be annoying. But Ascension was really cool for its time. Like, the Lunar Landers, and, like, this was the first map to introduce Stamina and PhD Flopper, which is definitely really cool as well. For Call of the Dead, we had Yuja joining me, and we talked a lot about what we thought about Call of the Dead. Call of the Dead, I'd personally say, is a quarter of a mix in the zombies community. I'd say like probably 75% of the community really like this map and 25% don't. The reason why I can see like most people not liking this map is due to George and the VR11. This was the first ever map to bring in a solo Easter egg, and it's really different. There's more steps within the co-op Easter eggs and there's less steps within the solo. And honestly, the VR11, I'm going to talk about that first. The VR11 had a lot of potential, and when me and Yuja were going through it, Yuja and me, we never counted, when I went to the dislikes question, me and Yuja never considered the VR11 that bad, because the VR11 did have a lot of potential as a weapon. It looks cool as hell, but it just wasn't there. And then when Tag the Toten, aka Call of the Dead, was getting a remake, I just thought the VR11 would come back like they did with the Winter Soldier with Unclassified and make it better. And obviously that wasn't the case. A big opportunity there, but hey, we got the Thunder Gun, but there's really nothing much I could say apart from the fact that Call of the Dead was just beautiful. This was the first ever map to bring in a celebrity cast, and George Romero, man. George fucking Romero, the first ever, like, well, not first ever, but like a zombie boss as a celebrity is really cool. And honestly, just Call of the Dead as a whole, the only thing I'd say bad about it is the fog. And I did mention this in the Call of the Dead video, that the fog can come in and out. It's not as bad as transit. So if you're looking on the gameplay right now, as you can see, it is really foggy, but the fog clears up sometimes. It's not always super foggy, which I like about it. So it didn't do a transit where half of the time it is super foggy on transit. The fog's just there and then it comes back. But honestly, I do think Call of the Dead is just a really cool map. It sets the area in Siberia and stuff. I don't know, man, it's just super cool on what they did with Call of the Dead. I just really can't say shit about this map, honestly. And the fact that they brought in a solo Easter egg, which was big, because most of the time, before I met all the lads from C4C, most of the time I was just playing alone, doing solo Easter eggs and stuff. And honestly, without Call of the Dead bringing in the solo Easter egg, I don't think we would have gone solo Easter eggs within the future of Black Ops 3, Black Ops 4 and such. But Call of the Dead as a whole, I really like the aesthetic of the map. The Scavenger, oh my god, the Scavenger is one of the best wonder weapons ever. It's a wonder weapon sniper that shoots out torpedoes, aka explosives, and it's just awesome. And like, man, PhD with on this map, magnifique chat, magnifique. But again, like, when it comes to these separate episodes talking about the whole entire zombies game, like I did with World at War, if you guys don't know, when we've went through all the maps within a game, I dedicate one episode of Zombies Replay to the whole entirety of the game modes of zombies on that one game. So we went through all the whole of World at War zombie maps, so I talk about World at War zombies game mode as a whole. And now I'm doing Black Ops 1, so there's really nothing much I could say because all the other episodes like literally took the words out of my mouth. But apart from that, it's just like going back to this and just talking about Black Ops 1 zombies as a whole was really good. And like the system within Call of the Dead, like I can see why people like can find it annoying, but it was just super cool, man. Like honestly, I can have a bunch of like fun on Call of the Dead. And nope, George is after me. George is after me. We gotta show him the death machine. And like George has like 250,000 health, I'm pretty sure. Don't know, but this dude's strong, especially in co-op. Like I couldn't defeat this dude in co-op. Oh god, he's coming. He's on the way. Oh no, George, no, George. Oh, Jesus, this dude's scary as hell. Right, go away. I beg, please. I beg. George, don't hit me, please. Apart from that, again, there's really nothing much I can say about Call of the Dead, just due to the fact that like it's just so cool. And like probably when we get to Shangri-La here, I'll probably talk so much other shit about Shangri-La. As much as I like it, there is a lot to say about Shang. Next up we have Shangri-La, and oh god, Shangri-La is interesting, because Shangri-La is one of the most beautiful maps ever. If you're a person who hates Shang, I think we can all agree that Shang is one of the most beautiful maps, whether that be Black Ops 1 or 3, I'm going to say 3 personally, but it was honestly really cool with what Shangri-La did. It was beautiful, and especially the Eclipse mode as well. The only thing I don't like about Shang is the 4-player Easter egg. Now I know you're probably bitching, saying, oh my god, you just have no pals. The reason why I don't like it is due to the fact that I wish you could go in Eclipse mode all the time. If you wanted to go night, you could just press a button and there you go, it's night time. I just think it would be personally cool, but hey, maybe I'm just a shitter. But honestly, Shangri-La was really cool. This was the first, this map brought in the GGB 25, I don't remember the actual name of the wonder weapon, also known as the baby gun. It turns zombies into babies and then you can kick them. Don't file me for this video, please, I beg. But Shangri-La brought in new types of zombies. This brought in the napalm zombie, which is a fiery inferno zombie. If you go close to it, it will explode and it will kill you. And then when it came to the Screecher zombie, it would scream in your face and then you would be stunned a bit, like a stun grenade. And honestly, Shang was really cool. It can be difficult, I can understand, and like getting to around 100 on this map, whether that be Black Ops 3, the easiest broken game ever when it comes to gobblegums, it is still difficult to get to around 100 on this goddamn map. But I personally still have fun on this map, honestly. And this map brought in minecart as well, honestly, and me and Flamer were talking about this, and I don't know, man, it was just really cool. And Shang, I give respect. I'm gonna die. We don't talk about it. I just really like with the Shang, like it's just a beautiful map, man, and like again the baby gun as well. And I actually do like the Easter egg with Brock and Gary and stuff. I definitely do think that's really cool. The steps are fun and all, but I definitely say the 4th step where you need to escort the napalm is annoying. If anything, I'd say the napalm step is definitely easier than Black Ops 1 and 3. Reason due is to the fact that if you're super far away from the napalm when you're doing the napalm step, he will explode. So you need to stay super close to him in BO3, but when you're in BO1, you don't need to. You can stay far away up power and he could just come down, and it's super easy. You won't die, you don't need to worry, just need to protect yourself from other zombies while the napalm zombie's taking his time coming down. So yeah, it's really simple. I can remember some people saying like the reason why they like Black Ops 1 Shang more than Black Ops 3 Shang is due to PhD Flopper, and I remember Lex saying this is in a Z House ranking every single zombies map video when it only came to Traitor Zombies. And he said like he likes the Black Ops 3 version, but the only reason why he likes Black Ops 1 more was due to PhD Flopper. And PhD Flopper was definitely a big helpful hand in Black Ops 1 Shang. And Black Ops 3, I can get used to it without PhD just due to gobblegums and stuff, but Black Ops 1 Shangri-La and like PhD, like even though this game Black Ops 3 is broken with mega gobblegums, just PhD is needed for Shang. Like, it's a big help whether you're rocking the Mustang Sallies or not, and it can help you a lot in the map. So if you remaster or remake Shang, please make sure PhD's in the map. Don't care if it's Slopper or don't care if it's Slider or Flopper, just make sure it's bloody in the map, please, I beg. But apart from that, that's really all I have to say about the map on Shangri-La. The last map within Black Ops 1 DLC 4 was Moon. Now, Moon was a phenomenal map to end off the Black Ops 1 DLC season. You blew up the bloody Earth, boys! It was cool. In Black Ops 1, the graphics weren't the best, so that's something. But Black Ops 1 Moon was really cool. And like, the map itself was cool. Like, the wave gun, you had QEDs, you had Gershes. The Easter egg itself was cool, and like the hacker as well. Like, just it's on the moon, boys. What else could you want? The map was just super cool at its prime. Like, my only problem with Black Ops 1 Moon was just probably the graphics, but apart from that, Moon was definitely really cool. And like, I like what they did with BO3. They added in Space Dog, looking at UMC Sports Hawk, but it was definitely like just awesome with what they did on Moon. Like, Treyarch, thank God you remastered this shit, because I was not living with BO1 graphics Moon again. BO1 Moon, I'd say, was a big treat, or, well, maybe not BO1 Moon, just Moon in general was awesome, because, like, one, you're on the moon, the Easter egg was amazing, with the storyline mixing in with Maxis, and how Samantha was controlling the zombies due to the MPD and stuff, and the Simon Says step, and just the way the excavators work and stuff. All cool and dandy. So again, when it comes to these types of episodes, lads, I'm gonna be honest, I really have no much to say. But I'm gonna calculate all the points from BO1 specifically, and we're gonna rate it out of 100. So let's see here. Okay, so I have added up all the points that we've been given from my personal preview on what I rate all the maps out of 10, and from the guests. So as you know, we had 2 guests on Moon, so I am counting them too. So, and oh my god, I'm gonna be surprised if fucking, well, somehow, if Black Ops 3 gets lower than this, I don't even know. But out of 100, Black Ops 1 scored a 98 out of 100. Man, loads of people do like Black Ops 1 though. But honestly, lads, that's it for the video. Black Ops 1, through all the videos I made on Black Ops 1, to the reviews, to what we think about the maps. Out of 10, we've rated it on what we think about the map, and then as a whole for Black Ops 1, it has come to a 98 out of 100. But anyways, guys, thanks so much for watching. If you did enjoy, please subscribe, leave a like, click the notification bell, always to the channel. I'm going to leave Mr. Truce's link in the description below, because as of right now, me and him are probably going to play Black Ops Cold War multiplayer alpha once I've uploaded this video, so make sure to go check it out, and check out the shoutouts in the description below too. But anyways, guys, thanks so much for watching, hope you have a good rest of your day, and I will see you all in the next video live stream, boys, and goodbye!